video. Recording audio. Count you in just a second. All right. Stacey, you're going to take it away in 3, 2, 1.
Tonight we're talking prenups, wedding dresses, and no more secrets on the 90 Day Fiancé After Show. Stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, it's a different beat.
We need like a holiday
yeah,
song.
because it goes dun dun and didn't do that.
Oh, okay. What? Hey guys, welcome back to 90 Day Fiancé After Show. Tonight we are discussing all the drama, all the craziness, and the couples are falling apart before our eyes. But before we begin, I'm here with my girls, Linda Antwi, the girl with all the news, all the gossip, all the juice, all the dirt, everything. Get ready for it, guys, because it's coming tonight.
Y'all, I can't keep up with it all. I'm just going
crazy.
to say this. TLC is trying to make me not have any type of social life,
Right.
not be on any of these shows because I'm at home watching Before the 90 Days, 90 Days, Happily Ever After, 90 Days. They just landed, 90 Days just landed. And then Before the 90 Days on the 23rd, like, come on.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot of news and gossip to catch up on and
So
keep up
much.
with. But it also keeps me in the house. So if you wonder why I'm single, it's because I'm at home watching 90 Days.
Right?
Hey.
We got to go on the 90-day journey, Linda.
Right.
And anyways, our other girl that's
Hey,
here,
guys.
Ashley, guys, she keeps up with all the fans' comments, all the juice, she gives like the best advice too. I get like
Absolutely.
my relationship advice from her when I'm listening to her during the show. Oh,
Unfortunately, we don't have live
We don't
up
have
today.
live
we don't
today,
have
guys.
There
So
is a
sad.
technical issue, but please do leave comments. We will definitely reach out and comment back because we love you guys in the live chat.
We love
Yep.
you guys. Yeah.
And we all have on our Christmas
Woo,
gear.
holiday time, guys.
We are
We're
ready,
getting ready
for the holidays.
Let's go. Let's go. Well, a couple that I don't know if they're going to be doing some, getting ready for the holidays right now because there's some juice and drama going on between them. Michael and Juliana.
Yes.
You guys, this episode we find out that there was a little breakup between the two for 3 months. He told her that he would take care of her this whole time financially and probably her family, more than likely, but he disappeared. Okay, this is a huge drama. What did you guys think of this? And what do you think Juliana, we'll talk about the separate accounts and everything, but what did you guys think of this? Because we didn't know about any breakup. I didn't know about any breakup.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. I was curious as to why. I wanted to know why, but she didn't seem to know why or understand why. I wonder if he met somebody else.
Oh my, there was a huge fight between the two.
But what was the fight about?
I know, Linda, do you know?
I think that what I can say for facts is that he's controlling, and he's controlling the issue. And I think that she asserts her independence occasionally. And I think that now that she's in America, you're going to see it a little bit more. But I think that their breakup was that. And if you need the receipts, think about why she bought a car when she knew she was coming to America a few weeks later, and supporting her family after he didn't support them for 3 months, right? So her sister is now like a taxi driver in that car, and her family's in dire need, and I think that she's making strategic moves.
She's not a dumb girl.
She's not a
smart.
dumb girl.
She's not.
She knows what she's
I
doing.
think she's making strategic moves to make sure that she's taken care of and her family's taken care of. And I think that she's mad at herself that she feels that she's put herself in a position where she can't make the moves that she wants to make.
Yeah, I think, but to her, I feel like she's being a bit hard on herself.
She is, yeah.
Because it's like, what else do you expect to be doing at this point? Like,
I get it, but at the same time, I think that, yes, she's being hard on herself, but I think that she probably could have made some different moves before she came to America. I think she probably thinks that she could have banked some of the money that he was sending so that she had her own separate and private account, so that she wasn't specifically relying on him. When he talked to the mediator about his accounts are separate and apart.
We'll talk
he
about,
talked about how you're the wife, so you be the wife and I'll handle the business. All the stuff that she said, like, she understands exactly what's going on. And when she talked about he has the money, so he has more power.
Yeah.
And she hates that she's in this situation. I think she hates the fact that she probably could have banked more money and come into the situation with money in the bank so that if she needed a quick exit route, she would have that stash.
And then also, like, she's scared now. I would be scared too if he just leaves you.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
what?
that's it,
You're
because-
here and
But
you have nothing.
And
I
that's
mean,
why she mentioned that.
yeah.
It's very true.
And so
Yeah.
she said she feels like a loser. She is being hard. I think also she's being hard on herself because she said she feels like a loser. She should have not wasted so much of her time modeling. But I'm like, you are still really young. It's crazy. And then we go on to, they go visit the mediator and he says, okay, well, we're going to have everything separate bank accounts, separate everything.
Right.
So he has the money, she has nothing.
Oh, but I'll totally take care of her. You know, I'll buy her stuff. And the lawyer's like, yeah, but that's
Those are gifts. I love that.
Yes.
I love
and
that.
then when she asked Juliana, you know, tell me about you and your you know, financial history, and then he started to talk, she's like, no, I was asking her.
Yep.
I love that too. And that's where you saw the control versus the independence. And I think that even though English is her second language, she really got what was going on in that situation, and she even knew that the lawyer was on her side.
Yeah.
And that's where I sorry to interrupt you, but that's where I think the problems are going to be coming in is because when she starts modeling, she starts getting independence, she starts getting her own money. Dynamics are going to change, and I don't know if he's going to be okay with
That's
it.
what I said was going to happen.
Yeah.
That she's going to start making her own money, and that's where the issues are going to start, and that's when he's going to feel less in control.
Yep.
And the dynamic's going to change.
Yep.
But as she should.
Yeah.
She should focus on that because who knows what he'll do.
Listen, she's super young still. She has her entire life ahead of her, and she should be allowed to do what she wants to do.
Yeah.
She's getting married early, but I was shocked that she had already been married and divorced.
Yes, we
Right,
find
so
that
that
out
was like
too.
a whole thing that I was shocked about. But it shows that she probably has some experience and wisdom that we don't know about. And I think that it's interesting to me because he seems, at least in this episode, he wants to have almost like a third child where he controls everything. He controls the finances, he controls what you do and what you say and where you go, and gives you like pocket change. And I thought it was interesting because on the way back in the car, she was visibly distressed, and he was like, oh, well, don't take it too seriously, you're really just like, you know, overthinking it. If I knew you were going to be upset, I wouldn't have gone. You wouldn't have gone because you know that the lawyer was siding with her, saying, you know what, regardless, you're going to have to take care of her. Like, she is going to have to be taken care of, whatever the case may be.
I love that the lawyer said that too. Like, you can't just leave her with nothing. That's not fair.
Yeah, and I think it's also interesting that the control comes in when he's like, well, you're not like your sister stuck in Brazil with kids. You know what I mean? Like, if you see
and
that,
poor.
and that was like, and poor.
Like,
so
you're the
I'm
big
giving
savior.
I'm giving
American
you a better
savior.
life. Which also, I wonder, I'm questioning her age and him going after her for her age. You know what I mean?
It's
and
absolutely
it's
control.
a control thing.
It's a
Because if he
control
was
thing.
with someone that is like in their 30s, I mean, she's pretty smart for where she's at, but in their 30s, 40s, they wouldn't have put up
That's
with
exactly
this.
what it is, and that's why when she
sad.
asserts her independence, he's feeling a little threatened, right? So he's pacifying her. So he wants to be in control, and she's about to buck all the wild out. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's young, she's got a whole thing ahead of her, and she's got the American dream ahead of her. She's not gonna F around. She's going to go for it, and he's going to have some real issues.
And I feel like this might turn into a Jonathan Fernandez situation, kind of similar to them from past seasons.
But times 1,000, because this guy's he's older and he's already established, right? So he's going to turn around like, well, I brought you here. I pay for everything. I put a roof over your head. I bought this house. What do you do?
Yeah, Juliana, start stacking your money.
Stack
right
that money now. Get the education over here, everything. Well, a couple that is now over here is Emily and Sasha. Emily and Sasha and baby David come to visit, or come to live, actually, not visit. They're no longer visiting. And they're staying with her mom and her sister. And we learn a lot about, Sasha, about the way he eats, the type of food he likes. And he also, what did you guys think about the comment? Okay, just the comment he made to the sister, like kind of looking at her saying, oh, you guys eat this? And then looking at the mom, like, do you eat this cereal? And then he was like, oh, I can tell you don't. And like looked her up and down. What did you guys think of that? Did you notice that?
I think I'm gonna miss that.
I completely noticed that.
I know that he was like, bashing the cereal.
What
I
did you
noticed the whole
think?
dynamic, and I'll say this.
People
Okay, so
quiet.
Betsy's the sister, and Betsy opened up her home to a fitness trainer / model.
Yeah.
And we also know that Sasha, that's his life. That's and if you know anyone that's super into the fitness scene, that is how they think and that is how they live their lives. It's all about like eating right, eating clean, training, and all of that. It's like they're like a machine. So when she talked about how she normally eats clean, and then he looked at her and didn't feel like maybe that was the case.
Right.
So he felt comfortable enough in his trainer position to say, well, then you're not going to eat any more of this. And, I don't mind cooking and all of that. And then when he asked the mom, he absolutely did that. Like, do you eat this? And she's like, no. And he did look her up and down. And
He was like, I can tell.
I'll say this. I was shocked that the mom looked super young. The mom, and you guys can, troll me all you want, but the mom looked younger than the sister. So
looked
Kara,
good.
the mom, looked younger
She
than
does look
Betsy.
good.
And she also looked healthier. So I'm not mad at Sasha for saying what he said because he was speaking truth.
He was, but do you think also like it makes Emily insecure because she also was saying like, do you think he says things to her to make her feel insecure because she also was saying that she needs to get her butt to the gym so that she can work out because there's going to be beautiful girls here in America that he's going to look at. Well, he said that they look at me.
I don't think that he is saying it in the fact that he's looking at other women. I think he's saying it in the fact that, again, if you're in the fitness industry and you are partnered with someone else, fitness needs to be your life 24/7. They met at the gym. She was probably at her peak fitness, and that's what he was attracted to.
And now things have changed.
She has like a mom bod, which she absolutely has the right to have. She just had a baby.
Exactly.
I know.
But
she's being really hard on herself.
And he's trying to push her to be like, hey, you know what? Let's get you back into shape, which is totally fair enough because that's his perspective. But I'll tell you this: she can take as much time as she needs to get back in shape if that is indeed what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Because she literally just had a baby.
Yeah, I feel like she's being really, like you just said, Stacey, really hard on herself. Like how she's like, well, I guess I could go to the gym too. Like, you just got home. Relax.
Dude is in America for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Where's the closest gym?
But when you're with someone too that's really into that, you start becoming like that. You do.
1,000.
Because I have been with someone that was like that, and I was like, okay, let's go to the gym. Okay, whatever. We're always going to the gym.
Same.
It happens, but
I was in my best shape of my life, by the way.
Were you dating a fitness instructor?
Oh, he was all fitness.
I mean, a trainer?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in the best shape of my life. Like, you couldn't keep clothes on me.
Eating that peanut butter. He's like,
I didn't do the peanut butter and oatmeal thing.
The peanut butter and celery.
I did a lot of celery for sure. Not peanut butter and celery though, but.
Yeah. Well, okay, there's one thing also I wanted to add and I want to ask you guys. So when they're working out at the gym, she was saying like, I feel insecure. There's going to be all these pretty women. And then she said, I don't want to be like your third divorce. And then he says, it doesn't work here. And she kind of was like, what? Did you guys remember that in the episode when he said that?
But I think
what did
that
you
was
think?
a misquote. I think he was trying to say, like, it doesn't work like that here.
Okay. Because I wonder if it doesn't work in America because, he can't leave her because he needs to get that green card and citizenship.
I mean.
But no, he can get it in bounds.
That's fair.
He can get it. He can still
He
get
has
it
to wait, though.
Yeah, but.
He can still do it.
He can still do it.
It's going to take him that amount of time to get established here anyway. So.
What's the rush?
Do you guys think he's in it for now love, or do you think he's no?
I think he's in it for the American dream, like he said. Like America is a land of opportunity. His dad said it. Like I want him to have a better life than we had. So like go.
I did notice that he mentioned that we can build together. So that stuck with me. Like okay, maybe he does want to build with her. Maybe.
Time will
possibly
tell. Well, a couple that is kind of crumbling before our eyes, Anna and Mursel.
Oh,
Anna goes out with the girls for her bachelorette party, throws back a couple shots.
Yeah.
Couple. She said that she drinks like usually once a week and that he is actually kind of weird about he said he will not have sex with her, nor will he kiss her if she's drinking.
That sounds like a boring dynamic. Like, you're the only one that gets turned up. Like, I mean, what's your vice?
Yeah.
Mursel has to have some kind of vice.
Please.
Bees are his vice. I mean, I just think that if she's okay with going into that, then she's okay with it. I don't think it's a big deal that he doesn't drink. Let me say that. But I do feel like it's going to create an issue because she enjoys having a drink here and there.
Yeah.
And if he's going to withhold affection from her, then that's a problem.
I think it's completely super weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's your religious background. I don't think that it needs to be that hardcore. And I know people from many different religions, and I don't think that, because you had a glass of wine, I can't kiss you and we can't have sex. Like, that seems extreme to me, and I think that with all the other issues they have, this is an issue that should not be really an issue. And Mursel, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not speaking from personal experience. I'm just saying, if your woman's coming home to you and she's feeling a little loose and frisky, you should capitalize on that. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, and her friends are kind of like influencing her now. She's actually turning, kind of doubting this marriage and if she's going to go through with it because he's still keeping the kids a secret to his family. Do you think that because her friends are backing her up on this, she's kind of changing, kind of like viewing it a little differently? Or do you think she was going to go through with it no matter what? I mean, without the friends putting their 2 cents
She knew it was wrong, and
like,
it was weighing in her heart, and that's why she spilled the beans to her friends, because this was a secret that she could not hold on to any longer. She got the feedback from her friends that was also resonating with what she was already experiencing. That's why the next day she was able to say, listen, my kids are my life. I'm not hiding them anymore. If you want to get married, you need to tell your family.
Yeah. I think it encouraged her. If anything, she felt convicted.
Yeah.
And after that conversation with her friends, it encouraged her, like, yeah, I do need to take up for my kids.
That's right.
And good for her friends for holding her accountable. Like, take up for the baby.
They know her. They know who she is, like, before him. So maybe she's playing a little, like, good girl right now. Because I don't know. I think Anna has a little wild side to her.
I just think it's super selfish of him to be like, you know what, I don't want to tell my family because they're going to be mad at me. Either you tell them and be honest or not, because think about what implications that has for the rest of your relationship. You're marrying someone on a lie. You're building the foundation on a lie. And if he doesn't have the courage to speak freely and openly and honestly to his family, who knows him the best, do you think he's going to do that with you?
No.
Definitely
Never.
not.
And I think his kids, I would be scared too. My kids are going to resent me for the rest of their lives too.
Hell yeah.
It just makes me wonder, and I'm wondering what his past relationships were like. But it makes me wonder, are you ready for an adult relationship, Mursel? Like, this is a part of being an adult.
Yeah.
And he's at the age now where it's like, you're going to meet women with kids.
Yeah.
Like, you're not 20.
Yeah. He is kind of being like, because we even mentioned in this episode that he pees on the seat and doesn't clean it.
When she said that, I
nasty.
wanted to just be like, you better punch him in his face.
Oh, my
Would you
gosh.
clean someone's piss?
If I had children,
The
obviously,
kids,
yeah. But you're a grown-ass man that has just gotten to my clean apartment or house, and you can't pee in the toilet? Oh, no.
The disrespect.
Oh, no.
The disrespect.
Disgusting. I probably wouldn't
Your
do it.
aim is telling me a lot about who you are.
Oh, goodness. Well, another couple we'll move on to is kind of having their own difficulties. And, they're on the brinks because religion is playing a part between them. Mike and Natalie, what did you guys think of this couple this episode?
I like them. I do not like the fact that she's trying to push the religion on him, her religion on him. I'm a Christian myself, but I don't believe that you should force people to believe what you believe.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be in this relationship with this man, then you're just going to have to either A, deal with it, or B, deal with it. Or leave him, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to drive yourself crazy and him, trying to force him to convert to what you believe. It's not in his heart at this time.
And that's the thing, is it's such a strong, if it's something so strong to you, why wasn't it on the list when you first met him?
Exactly.
That's what I'm wondering.
How did he get past first base? I'm just confused. Linda. You got a lot. It's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on because you guys know me. You know where I stand on this, and I'll reiterate if you haven't heard me say this before. The first conversation you have in your relationship, if it's going to be a relationship, sex, money, children, religion. If you don't pass those 4 things, it's not going to work. You can be whatever you want to say you're going to be, but I'll tell you this. A believer and a non-believer are not going to last, because guess what? You have children. What do the children believe? If you're a spender and he's a saver, and you go out to the mall every day and you're online and on Amazon every day, that's not going to work. If you enjoy having sex on a regular basis and your partner does not, and maybe once a week, once a month is suffice, guess what? That relationship's not going to last.
Yeah.
And if you want to have children so badly, and that is a part of your future, and your partner says, I could take it, I can leave them, not now, this and that, that's going to be a problem. So red flags, children. Red flags in this relationship, money. Red flags, faith, religion. Called it from day one. They're going to love is not enough in reality.
Yeah.
You can love each other, you can lust after each other, you can be attracted to each other, but if you're talking about parents who have been married for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and you ask them, what is the secret to your relationship? They're first going to say, like, I'm the boss and all this stuff. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, they share the same beliefs. They wanted children together. They communicate. Their money situation, maybe one spends a little bit more than the other, but overall they have the same idea, and they share a common interest, whatever that case may be. So I'm not surprised by this at all. I think that it's important that she's standing up for what she believes in. I think that, and you know what, guys, go ahead and believe in aliens and all of that. In my opinion, I think he's confused. I think he thinks the pyramids that were all over that just happened to be there, that was God, and you're confusing God and aliens. But if you want to believe in aliens and all of that, feel free.
It's your life,
Mike. It's your life. You do you believe in you. But I think it was you that explained to me the whole agnostic thing where he's not sure. Was that you last week?
I don't think that was me.
Oh. It wasn't her.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying that if he doesn't believe now, maybe he's opening his heart to believe in something, and maybe he's not, and that's okay. But if you want to have a partner, y'all are going to need to be on the same page.
Yeah, and I think it's just like a strong foundation that's going to shape your life, like how you live your life. And
aliens, though?
I mean, to each his own, right? It's your choice. Your life, your choice. But I think another thing is, I think she needs to heal from her marriage, her last marriage, because she is comparing him a lot to her ex-husband. Like, well, we went to church and we did that.
That is true.
We did this and we did that.
Yeah,
well, if he you checked off so many things that Mike doesn't have, then why didn't you stay in that?
It's almost like she's trying to turn him into a version of her ex-husband, like
with the kid, having the kids.
Yes, she wants her ex-husband plus kids, because the ex-husband didn't want to have children.
Yeah.
Which is not fair to Mike, I feel like, because it's like you're constantly comparing him. He's not comparing you to his ex.
Which makes me now think back to that episode where Mike was like, did your ex run with you? Because he must feel that way too. Like, she's trying to
mold me into
the ex-husband.
Yeah. Money. Remember, the ex had more money than him, everything like that. And well, another couple that money is playing an issue, and they need a new apartment. Please get her a new apartment. Is Robert and Anny. A lot.
So I see Annie's frustration here.
Yes.
Because why in the heck would he take her to go look at the apartment knowing that he signed the lease? Like, you already signed the lease at your current place and renewed it for the next year. So why did you do that?
I feel like it's a thing to like dangle something in front of her.
Like dangling a carrot in front of her
just
face.
like the women on social media. I feel like it's that same thing where he's kind of like, oh, I know what Annie's gonna kind of piss her off. I feel like he does it to like do little jabs.
To annoy her?
To know that, I have the power here when you're in America. You know what I mean? I make the decisions. That's what I feel. I could be wrong.
I don't know. It just doesn't make any common, like, it's not common sense at all. Like, why would you even do that?
It's messed up.
I don't like him. I don't like how he talks to her. I don't think that anything he does makes any type of sense. I agree with you. Like, you bring her to apartment hunt, but you're not ready to apartment hunt for another year.
Yeah.
So why did you actually waste your gas and go there? Like, what was the point of that? To see your options? That's not going to be an option in a year, because a year makes a total difference. You might not be in the exact same place as you were right now. So what was the point of you even doing that? Dangling the carrot, knowing that she's feisty as it is, so she's going to get turned up about it. I think that everything that he does is like, he wants to be a baller, but he's on, like, a penny's
budget.
Yeah. So, you're bringing him to a thrift store, you're living in a 1-bedroom, sleeping in a bed, all three of you, which I just don't think is healthy as it is. I can't stand him. I can't stand how he talks to her. I think he has no respect for himself. I think he has no respect for her. And I think he doesn't know how to communicate. And a little bit what you're saying, like, it's a little bit like a control thing, like, I'm going to be the man, I'm going to show her this, and this, but you can't actually deliver.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I think it's kind of like emotionally abusive, and I think in the upcoming episode when we see her get in the strip club, like, I think she wants revenge because he pokes at her all the time. Like, he's messing with her nonstop because he knows what's going to bug her. Like, oh, look at this nice place. Oh, you're not getting it.
Right.
Oh, look at this fancy dinner. Oh, you're not going to have that for your wedding.
And he's full of excuses, like, oh, well, I have to pay for X, Y, and Z, and I got to pay for this, I got to do that. My question is, why the heck did you bring her all the way to America if you can't afford it?
That's right.
I don't understand that.
Because he wants a mom for Bryson. Or he wants a pretty lady.
You can't afford it. You can't, bottom line, you cannot afford it. Or you can't afford her.
Yeah. He wants the pretty girl that's, like, low maintenance, I guess. Or like, doesn't expect anything.
He doesn't want that. He does not want that.
So what is, I don't know.
He wants somebody like her, but he just can't. He doesn't have the budget.
I really want to know what his exes were like.
Yeah.
We got to look them up. We got to find them.
We have to dig that up.
Yes. Linda.
Let's talk about Angela real quick.
Okay, the happiest couple this episode.
Yes.
Angela and Michael? What?
I just want to say, she looks amazing. She looked the best I've ever seen her when she was in that wedding dress.
Yeah.
She looked like a princess.
She was so happy.
So happy. She looked like a lady. She was, like, so in her element. I was shocked. I was like,
very happy.
Angela, is that you? She looks amazing.
And she's, like, hustling, taking care of 6 grandkids.
6 grandkids, 78-year-old mom who all live under the same roof. I think it's interesting, the whole me, ma, and papa situation. But they're in the South, so I get it.
I think it's cute. I think it's kind of cute. I like Michael, so that's why I'm like, I'm cool with them calling him papa and all of that. And the kids are not about that life, as far as being kicked out of the bedroom. They're not about that life at all.
And, she was like, he's going to be the man of the house. So Michael's coming here, and he's the man of the house. So no more sleeping in my bed or anything.
Yeah, they're like, no, he's going to sleep out here.
But I really liked seeing Angela's, like, home life.
Yeah.
It just felt like, aw.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we see crazy Angela out in, like...
Yeah. No, we see the craziness, but I do like the home life. It is. It's sweet. All the grandkids.
She's got a lot of stress on her.
She's definitely the caregiver.
Yeah.
I did think that Skyla, her daughter, could be a little bit more supportive with the baby situation.
Yeah.
But I think a part of that is, okay, so here's why I think she should be supportive. It's because her mom helps her out a lot. And you could, do this solid for your mom, do this favor for your mom. But on the other hand, I see why she's apprehensive because she's not sure of Michael's intentions. So I get that, but I think once you confirm that he's on the up and up, I think you should do that solid for your mom because your mom does a lot for you.
That's true. She's there
that's
for
your mom.
Lauren.
You only get one mom.
And then do you think it's kind of like, for them to have another kid because she already is raising like 6 grandkids?
Yeah, that part. Listen,
there's so much we have not discussed about this family. So I think that Skyla is probably coming from a position where she knows the facts of the situation. Because there's another daughter that no one talks about, and she's not there for a reason. You got 6 babies already involved. They all look like they're under 10 years old.
They're so cute.
So
they are cute.
Skylar probably has a point where she's like, we're not bringing another baby into this household just because Michael wants to have a baby.
Yeah.
Like, we have some serious things that we need to deal with, and raising these kids is part of that, right? That mom's no longer in the picture and will not be for a long time. So let's deal with this before we deal with that.
Angela just seems like she's trying to take on a lot.
Are
of stuff.
Skyla's kids a part of that? Those 6 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah? Linda, do you...
Skyla's kids are a part of it. Angela has another daughter that, if you guys have followed anything on social media, you know exactly where she is. So Angela's taking care of those kids while she's away. So there's a lot going on in that situation right there.
And we should jump in, though, since we have so much like juicy stuff to news and gossip.
Don't have a lot of time, so we're going to just jump right into news and gossip. Let's talk about Tanya and Sinjin. So, guys... Word on the street is that they actually got married, and the receipts are this. So the first thing we want to look at is Tanya posted to New London Country Rugby, and she said, anyone watching the World Cup? Husband newly here from South Africa. And if you guys follow Sinjin at all on his social media, when this game happened, South Africa was playing. He posted him being excited and watching the game. South Africa won, by the way. But, you know, the word husband is there.
Right. They're currently married.
Currently married. If you follow Frauded by TLC on social media, they posted Tanya... did a review as a wedding officiant, and she said, my husband and I, again, that word husband, love that John officiated our ceremony. He was personable, funny, and just amazing. Don't have pictures yet, but hopefully can add in the future. Thanks, John. Much love, Tanya and Sinjin. And then John's reply was, Tanya and Sinjin, thank you so much for the kind words. It was an absolute joy for me to be part of your big day. Your ceremony was fun, energized, and filled with love and laughter. All the best.
Dang.
So apparently they had a summer wedding. This was posted July 19th, 2019. So apparently they had a summer wedding. They went through with it. And if you guys know that we reported a few weeks ago that word on the street is that she's pregnant and they're no longer together. So we don't really know the truth. I'll say this. And I said it on our weekly show, if you follow that as well, 90 Day News Weekly. Anyone can write this. The internet is filled with trolls. I can have 5 Facebook pages, 2 Instagrams, and be verified.
That's true.
Until I see actual photos, I'll believe what I believe, But the word on the street is they're married, and it's a happily ever after.
Damn.
Wow.
Moving on to someone else that got married is Robert and Anny. So although they fight like cats and dogs.
Oh my God.
Oh guys, yeah, I did have this. I'll rewind a little bit. So do you know how Tom from Darcy and Tom?
Yeah.
He had that new business where he was selling coffee in that MLN scheme. Turns out that Sinjin and Tanya have joined that program as well. So you see Sinjin's profile here, and it's all blocked out, but long story short, they're part of that Trevia or whatever coffee organic thing. And if you flip over to the next one, you'll see a photo of Tom and Sinjin from the tell-all. Yeah. And on the right side, this company is announcing them, saying, welcome Sinjin and Tanya from 90 Day Fiance. They live like an organic life, so this company is like right up their alley, basically what they're saying. All right, next. So yeah, Robert and Anny are married. It was not a dream wedding. But according to all this news, despite the arguments, the couple went ahead and got married, and they got married in north of Orlando. And it was like a very simple wedding. If you fast forward, you'll see that their marriage certificate is there. What I thought was interesting about this couple is that Robert, I guess, is being inboxed by quote-unquote moms. And he posted this.
I saw that.
To all you loving mothers out there that told me to open up a P.O. box for Bryson to send him a Christmas gift here it is. And he leaves a P.O. box in Bryson Springs, Winter Park, Florida.
That's a lie.
Gift cards only. Just kidding.
Gift cards, MoneyGrams, all that.
Do y'all believe that's really happening? You think people are like, oh, I want to send...
I think so, because he's a single dad. I think there's ladies out there just
that feel bad, maybe.
I think that there are crazies out there like, let me send you this and this and this and this and this.
I could be your baby mama.
And yeah. And and it's a whole lot going on. Moving on to Juliana and Michael. So Juliana and Michael basically are fed up with TLC. They don't like how they're being portrayed on the series, and they're basically saying that everything is scripted, everything is edited, and their love is better than what TLC is showing it to be, and they're not impressed. He went to his Instagram.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, what's wrong with the way they're being portrayed?
He feels like they're being portrayed as selfish and him controlling, all the stuff that we talked about.
Oh.
He doesn't like it. He says that that's not true and that's not how it is. So he's saying that sorry, I'm cutting.
Yeah, he even called out like pow.
Yeah, pow, and he's basically saying that he's not the jerk that he seems to be. He's not controlling. He seems to be. Let's watch this clip real quick.
Okay.
A little bit of news. Juliana and I today just initiated the process of adopting her niece and nephew from Brazil. They're 8 and 6 years old, and they're in dire situation. And the only way to give them any chance at a good life is to bring them to America. We've reached out to my lawyer. We're bringing them over here. So Paolo may feel fair, whatever. I'm always thinking myself, okay, thank you. But that's how TLC and Sharp Entertainment want to shape it, isn't it? But ultimately, we have to live lives after this is long over. We have to live with the consequences. And there we are.
So I'll say this.
I appreciate you joining.
Never burn a bridge, guys. If your current employer is your current employer, don't go around and talk BS about your current employer because it looks bad on you. And so whether or not you like how you're being portrayed, which, you know, we've heard this before with previous 90-day stuff where they say, oh, it's scripted, it's edited wrong, la, la, la. You are who you are, and you come across exactly who you say you are. So you came across as, you know, the rich dude looking for a young bride, and you continue to do that. And we saw this in this latest episode with the lawyer. So you can't complain how it's edited if you don't give them the material to edit it. That's my opinion. So, guys, that is the news and gossip. One last thing I wanted to say real quick. Yeah. Jasmine is saying, kind of what Michael is saying is that she loves her husband. They are married as well. And that her entire episodes have all been scripted. She was told exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it, where to say it. And so she's worried that she's coming off as cold and aloof. But that's because that's what TLC wanted.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
That's it.
I don't know. TLC's given some. There's a lot of people that want this opportunity to be on this show. So,
whatever it is, like I said to you, you don't bite the hand that's feeding you. If this is what you're getting your money, your food, your whatever from, your fame from, whatever, your exposure from, whatever it is that you decided that you want to do a reality show, you don't talk crap about the person that put you on the reality show, the company that put you on the reality show. You bite your tongue if you don't agree with it, and you keep it pushing because that was your choice. No one forced you.
Yep.
Yeah, guys. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us, you guys, tonight. Before we go, where can they catch you?
Guys, Linda is so girly all across social media. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. New decade, new year. And, 2 weeks off. There's going to be a bunch of news and gossip. We're going to have this much papers and notes. So, can't wait to see you.
And you guys can find me on Instagram at Ms. Ashley Marie. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Yay, guys. And you can find me at Stacey_Olivas and at 90 Fiance Now. Hit me up there. I'll go live, talk to you about everything. Oh my gosh. Happy holidays. We love you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye. Happy New Year. Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.